Hi everyone, welcome in or welcome back to Between Realms Tarot. Today's pick a card love reading is going to be about what do they like most about you, or what do they like about you in general. So the reading is going to be in two sections. I'm going to have two spreads. The first spread is going to be about what do they like about your personality, and the second spread is going to be about what do they like about your physical appearance. What do they like, or what do they find attractive, admirable about you and magnetizing, and I'm going to see how does that really affect their intentions towards you. Before I start the reading, I want to remind you that if you want to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. I have this goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. That might be extremely, ambitious, but who knows, it might happen, and I will be so grateful if that happens. For today's reading, I have picked 3 AI generated images for 3 crystals I love. So for pile number 1, your crystal is going to be the Carnelian Palm Stone. For pile number 2, your stone is going to be the Moss Agate Palm Stone. And for pile number 3, your stone is going to be the Labradorite Palm Stone. As usual, take a deep breath into your belly and exhale slowly. Just relax your muscles, let every thought go for the moment, clear your mind, and listen to that subtle voice that answers your question. The pile that is going to have your answer. You can choose more than one pile, maybe for one or more people. You will find the timestamps in the description box below. And if you picked your pile, let's start your reading. Hi, pile number 1. If you have picked the Carnelian Palm Stone, this is going to be a reading about what do they like most about you, physically and personality-wise. So let's start your reading. Pile number 1. So this side of the spread is about what they like most about your personality, and this side is going to be about what do they like about your physical appearance. So let's start with what do they like most about your personality. So I rolled the dice the first time for your personality, and I got Pluto in the 6th house in Virgo. And I did also roll it for the physical appearance, and I got Pluto in Taurus in the 3rd house. And again, this Plutonian energy, this person is heavily influenced by you. It feels like they are deeply influenced, like you kind of, by the way you are, your personality and your physical appearance, you challenge who they are. And you really, I want to say, move something very, like in a very stormy way. I feel like you left this deep mark inside of them, whether when it comes to your personality or when it comes to your physical appearance. There is this drama that this person perceives you through. Again, whether it's your personality or it's your physical appearance. And I got some hints about how do you influence this person and their intentions towards you. But let's first uncover what do they like most about you. So when it comes to your personality, I got, again, Pluto in the 6th house in Virgo. I also got the cave, the owl, the birds, and I got Page of Cups and 4 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Temperance. And so, first of all, what this person likes most about your personality, with Pluto being in the 6th house in Virgo, is that you take yourself and your discipline very seriously. I feel like you have went through a lot of challenges in life that really made you take your health seriously, your physical body seriously, your routine, your discipline, and your job and your self-improvement. I feel like there is this gift that this person sees in you, which is the gift of precision, and this person sees you and likes what they like most about you is your precision. You're very precise, very detail oriented, almost perfectionistic, but not in an unhealthy way. I see that Pluto is there, but it's mainly showing that there is constant self-improvement that goes into you. And Pluto might show energies of obsession, but this person really, since it is something that they like about you, and the sixth house being the original house of Virgo, it really feels like you embody this healthy energy of being very meticulous with your self-improvement, your personality improvement, becoming the better version of yourself, routine-wise, maybe waking up early, having a healthy routine, fitness maybe. I feel like you go to the gym or you exercise constantly and consistently. There's also this precision when it comes to your work. I feel like you're also on always on time. So they like that you are very timely, also thoughtful and detail oriented. And you already know what you like and what you not like. It's like you, in this energy, I feel like they like the fact that you are really decisive when it comes to what do you want to do with your life, what do you like in your life, what do you want. And so yeah, the gift, they like your discipline, they like your motivation. I feel like you're very motivated, but it's not only about motivation. They see that you are not only moved by motivation, you're also moved by consistency and discipline. And so why am I saying that the influence of Pluto here is not very much about obsession or being extremely maybe obsessive about health and routine, but it's not just and details maybe, but it's not like that, because I see a lot of wisdom going through your pile. So I don't see it as you being obsessive. I see them really liking that how much precise and disciplined you are, and they appreciate how like you're someone who constantly improves themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or even their skills. I feel like you constantly improve your skills. You don't just talk about discipline and hard work, you actually take the necessary steps and you actually do the hard work. And instead of becoming bitter, like through all of the challenges that you went through, you are more intentional and wiser and more grounded. And so yeah, they also admire your work ethic and the way you carry responsibility. And I feel like, again, you carry it with grace and not with very I don't know, toxic toxic obsession. Like, and they see a lot of respect in you, and you're very practical. They like your practicality. Let's go to your cards now. With the cave here, first of all, I feel like a lot of things, again, you went through a lot. It definitely shows that you went through a lot, maybe since childhood. But with the cave here, it made you courageous. It made you brave. It made you more ready to... It made you not scared of the dark. I feel like you're not scared of the lights turned off when you sleep. Like some people like the light staying on when they sleep. I feel like you're very comfortable with darkness, and that is also reflected in your life, where you're not scared of challenges. You go through them. And why is that something that is very good about you and they like about you? It's because they already see that you approach yourself with compassion and self-love instead of blame or negative self-talk. I feel like they see that you have reached a place where you have a lot of compassion for yourself and love for yourself for what you have gone through. And that is really what really moved you to become always a better version of yourself and not be scared. And so what they like about you is that you have forgiveness to yourself and compassion with yourself, which means that you have forgiveness to them. I feel like you extended that compassion towards them, and it's mainly because you have it towards yourself. And I always say that to everyone. I feel like you will never, it's like, I feel like there is always resentment behind forgiveness if you don't learn, like to others, if you don't learn how to forgive yourself first. Forgiveness to the self and learning how to become more compassionate with yourself, learning how to deal with regrets, feelings of shame, in a healthy way with yourself is always a better point to start, or a better starting point to forgiving others and giving others space to process their shortcomings. And so this person sees you as very forgiving and compassionate towards them, like you give them space to express themselves, and it's mainly because you have it within you and towards yourself. Owls here shows wisdom, shows this. I feel like you're very picky. You don't really deal with everybody. You are very careful around your energy, and there are certain people that you pick to be maybe friends with, or like there is with the owl here, you don't deal with everybody that wants to get into your life. You are really picky around those who you choose to share energy with. I feel like you can also be maybe isolating. Maybe socializing is not a priority for you. It's not that is bad. Like, people are shades of gray, and people are types. There is no black or white. You would prefer to be social, somebody else would prefer to just stay alone for the rest of their lives. So here with the owl, I feel like you are very picky and you don't share your energy with everybody, and your person loves that. But they don't like it because, I don't know, they consider socializing bad. No, it's mainly because they see wisdom, or they see your opinion behind that, and they understand. And I feel like you have a lot to give. I'm really hearing that you have a lot to give. You have a lot to teach them also. That is something that they like about your personality. And again, there is this wisdom with the owl, and there's also clairvoyance. I feel like you trust your sixth sense, let's call it that, but it's more like you trust, I feel like you have an intuition about many things in life, and this person likes that about you, and they like the fact that even if you are very practical and precise and disciplined and down to earth and grounded, you're still using your intuition, and you're still pretty imaginative and wise. It's really interesting. Like, you're an old soul in here, a lot of life experience, real life experience, street knowledge. And with owls here also, or owl, it talks about, again, I'm getting again and again this message. It's coming at me. It's coming at me, like it's telling me, tell them. Your person, I feel like you have a psychic ability. And owl here is really, it really shows a piercing like perspective. Feel like you have a piercing perspective. And it is definitely your practicality combined with your intuition that makes you that way. Because when we are heavily practical, or we might be very pragmatic to a point where we won't we won't trust our instinct. But if we are too much up in our heads, we won't be practical, and so we won't be able to see the outcome, or the perspective, or the right perspective to a situation. Even though there is no right perspective, but what I see here is you are able to see the most potential outcome of things because of your very deep and striking vision and perspective. Owls here also talks about abundance. I feel like you're somebody who is balanced. I feel like you have this grip over money that is healthy. You do not spend more than you can, or more than you are able to handle, but you also do not are not very frugal, very frugal to a point where it can hurt you and people around you. And so you're very, very wise with money. Owl also, especially the white owl, is a companion of the goddess Lakshmi. In the guidebook, the owl talks about abundance, and so they see that you're generous and you know who to give to. You have this wisdom again to understand who to give to. You have this given nature. You're very generous and very abundant. You like to extend a helping hand to others all the time. With birds here, what they like next about you is your communication. I feel like your communication is very concise. It's like you don't talk for a long time. You don't say the same thing again and again in the same conversation. Your communication is very right to the point. You know what to say, when to say, and you handle day-to-day practicalities. Again, this message, very very responsible nature. There is this very responsible nature about you. And really, Bird's card is a neutral card with a negative connotation, because it talks about those daily hustles and hustle and bustle that we don't that we really don't like to deal with. And with it really talks also about being busy but not doing much, or doing a lot without producing. But since it is with Owl here in the cave, I do see that it's almost like you're very productive. You're very productive, and you just get like the amount of work that you put into things really produces the required result or the expected result. It's like you always do what is expected from you, and your effort always yields results. It's very interesting how, like, the things that this person likes about you. Again, with Birds, again, there's this message of being somebody who doesn't whose communication is very, very expressive, like whatever you say has meaning. Everything you say is meaningful. This person likes the way you speak. They like the way you talk to them. They like the way you express yourself. And with the Page of Cups here, I feel like your communication also, again, there is this sound, like I'm getting this this feeling that it feels like when you speak, it's beautiful in their ears. It might be your voice. It might be, I feel like it might be your voice, because in your physical appearance, there is a lot about your eyes and lips that this person likes. And Birds here reflects this message of being very, I feel like you have a beautiful voice when you speak. They like your speaking voice. And it's not only that they like your speaking voice because it's beautiful, but mainly, but also personality-wise, because it's very, like, it always moves them. It always has this impact on them. Like, the way you speak always has this impact on them of making their day. Yeah, of really, I feel like taking their pain away and making them feel happy again, especially with the Page of Cups here. Your communication is also, despite you being a practical person, but also with wisdom, so there's balance in here, and that is what we see here with the Temperance. There is also, I feel like you're flirty in a good way. I feel like you have a very love language. The way you express your feelings to them is very beautiful. So they really like your communication. You make them feel better, even if you just don't, maybe you will make somebody else feel better if you tell them about the good things about them, but you make this person feel better just by being yourself, just by saying whatever is on your mind, because whatever you say literally is very, very beautiful and very meaningful from this person's perspective. Next, let's go with the Four of Wands here. There is, since they see you and they like the fact that you are very practical, but also very nice and like very wise, not very nice, very wise. They see you as a safe haven, and that is also reflected in your physical appearance. But I'll tell you here with the Four of Wands, they see you. This is what I was talking about at the beginning. I found out how does this influence their intention towards you, but because that, like, I'm leaving it to the end. It's so exciting though. So again, with the Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles, this is commitment energy, and with the Four of Wands, I feel like you make them feel safe, and you are the archetype of what they consider a husband or wife. So you are an archetype of a life partner to them. You're somebody that they would like to build something stable and lasting with. Yeah, that is definitely something that they like made their minds about. with the Temperance here, again, this reflects this energy of generosity, because I'm really seeing these 2 cups in here. I feel like there is this balance to you that extends to the outside. And so I feel like you're very generous, despite you being very picky about who to interact to and who to give to, but you're also very generous. And I feel like it's mainly that you're generous with them, with your person, pile number 1. And again, there is this balance between being very practical with the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, but also being very wise. And again, with the Cave here, because you extend generosity and compassion and love outside of yourself, because you feel it from the inside. And so you really draw on this really abundant wealth, of love and of physical wealth. I feel like you're very generous towards this person. Now, let's go to the spread of your physical appearance. What do they like about your physical appearance? So we have here the Mother from the archetypes, we have Sea Serpent from the animal spirit, we have Anchor from Lenormand, we have Pluto in Taurus in the 3rd house, we have Justice card, the Death card, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. And so, again, a lot of mothering energy there is in your physical appearance. I feel like you're curvy in a beautiful way, but you're also very youthful. And this combination makes this person feel even more magnetized towards you. The Mother here and the Sea Serpent, literally, as you see, there is this symbol here with the Sea Serpent and the Mother. There is this symbol of the rope around the egg, and here the serpent that it's its tail, but it's really the circularity of the cards or the symbols or the animal in the card in here and with the Mother. And I feel like you're very, like, this really reflects this energy that your aura emits, your physical appearance emits this energy of protection. And I feel like the Sea Serpent here, let's start with the Sea Serpent, because both of them talk about mothering energy. Like the Sea Serpent literally says in the guidebook, the Sea Serpent is a mother. And so we have here the Queen of Cups also. This energy is very prominent in your physical appearance. You might be a mother for real, you might have been pregnant before or not. It will resonate with some of you and it won't resonate with others, and that's totally fine. The Mother here is an energy of a protective and a nurturing personality. And so despite this spread being about your physical appearance, I feel like your physical appearance radiates a lot of protection, nurturing, and magnetism, soft feminine magnetism that this person feels very attracted to. And so the Mother and the Sea Serpent here, the Sea Serpent talks about the fact that your physical appearance makes this person extremely feeling safe. Like this person in the presence of you, and in like when they observe your physical appearance and your body, they really feel this magnetized by your nurturing and by your protective energy. And so they like how they feel around you when you're physically around them. And so it makes them feel nurtured and protective. The Sea Serpent also talks about if you ever had a physical relationship with them. I feel like during that time, that intimate time, the Sea Serpent here shows that they felt expressive. They felt like they can express their desires, they can express themselves intimately and sensually with you without fear or shame, because you kind of like held space for them, and without any judgment you let them be themselves. And so if you didn't, they still get that aura from you. They still get magnetized towards you, towards this idea that you really radiate, which is making them feel free to express themselves sensually without feeling judged or without shame, because you make them feel protected. There is also the Sea Serpent and the Mother, this sensuality to you. I feel like there is this soft feminine, maybe pinkish like beauty to you, I know pinkish might sound it weird, but there is, what I meant by that is softness and fluidity in your body. There is also a lot of curviness in your body, if that is what you relate to. I'm trying to be like very respectful to everybody in here, and it's like what I see in here is that there are a lot of like curves to your physical appearance that really resonate with being fluid and soft and sensual. And it's like your beauty is not loud, but it's magnetic. It's the kind that becomes more powerful the more you look at it. Like the longer somebody looks at you, the longer they are magnetized by your softness and your sensuality. And since we have the story and energy in here with Pluto in the third house in Taurus and the anchor again, the anchor and Taurus is very like Taurian energy, and Taurus is very known for being the most sensual, soft and magnetic. It's different from Scorpio. Scorpio is intense, it's magnetizing, it's obsessive, it's dramatic, but it's loud. But Taurus is very soft and sensual and slow. And so this person really sees you, but also it reflects this grounding energy. The anchor is used for grounding the ship, and so also Taurus, there's this grounding feeling that they get through your body. I feel like you're somebody who likes to put on lotions. I don't know. I feel like you take very good care of your skin, and also you also have this, I want to say united skin color, or unified skin color, not united, unified skin color. Yeah, and I feel like your beauty is luscious. I feel like it might be, even if your hair is not as long, it might be really rich and thick. Your hair is thick. Your hair is has this beautiful, I want to say this, you color your hair with ground colors or very natural colors, maybe blonde, maybe highlights also, brown hair with highlights or ombre. Maybe also you have very classic and stylish waves to your hair. I feel like you might resonate also with having curtain bangs. This person likes the way you style your hair. They like the way you take care of your skin, and I feel like your skin is always soft, at least from the perspective. They like the texture of your skin, or at least if they didn't touch your skin yet, maybe even they didn't touch your hands, they like the way your hands feel, or like the way when they look at your hands, they just get this feeling that your hands will really feel very soft to the touch. I see here also that I feel like you're somebody who maybe showers daily. Not everybody showers daily. Some people shower like, I don't know, twice a week, 3 times a week, maybe like maybe once a week. So everybody showers in different ways. I feel like you are somebody who showers daily. And also with anchor, I feel like you are very classic and timeless. You in your style of clothes, you're very classic and timeless, and like natural and elegant, also not forced and not performative. It's more natural. Your beauty is more natural. And what I see with Pluto in Taurus in the third house, there is something very magnetizing to this person about your lips and your eyes and your face. I feel like maybe you do clean makeup, or you do no makeup, or I feel like you choose color that make you look very earthy and safe, grounding to them. But it doesn't feel this specific trait, it feels very magnetizing. They are very magnetized towards your face. Also, again, as I said, your lips may be very beautiful, from like they like the way your lips look, the way you maybe the lipsticks, the colors that you use, the glosses. I feel like you're always hydrated, your skin is always hydrated, your lips are always hydrated. Maybe you use a lot of balm. And also I feel like your makeup is very like there are these earthy colors, maybe brownish, brownish like colors and shades of peach, maybe. Like there is this beautiful earthiness to you that this person is magnetized, extremely magnetized towards. Again, with the third house, there is hair, lips, and also teeth, but it's more of like the second house. But I'm just getting that because it's Taurus energy, so it's like teeth, lips. I feel like the breath of your the smell of your breath, and also your eyes. I feel like they really love your eyes here with Taurus and the third house. And I do also say that you smell very good. I think that this person thinks that you smell very good. This person loves the way you smell. Let's go here to the tarot cards here. Again, there is this element of balance and grounding. The Six of Pentacles and the Justice card here. Like all the cards are saying the same thing, which is, I feel like pile number one, you have this very balanced figure. It might be an hourglass shape. There is no shade thrown on any other type of body, but this person really loves your body because they think from their perspective that this is a type of body that is balanced. It might be an hourglass, it might not be, but this person sees balance within your body. They feel like maybe your upper body with your lower body, they're very balanced, they're very complementary to each other. So, but they're very grounded. They're not, again, it's not loud. It's not saying that you have big parts of your body or you have small parts of your body. It doesn't say that. It says that this person sees the balance in your figure, and they love that because, again, with the Death card here, this is not only soft, it's magnetizing to this person. With Pluto energy here, you might have a fitness routine, you might go to the gym, you might run. I feel like your person sees your figure as very healthy, very balanced, but it's not only, they don't only see balance, they don't like the balance, they are magnetized and attracted. There is a lot of symmetry, maybe facial symmetry and body symmetry, that is not only attractive, but it's striking. It's striking to them because it's the Death card here, so it has this very dramatic effect. The Queen of Cups, again, this nurturing quality. I feel like you're curvy. I cannot not see that. You're curvy. You have these beautiful curves. It's not that something is big or something is small, but you're very curvy. And the person, I feel like even the way you dress, you know how to show your figure, and you know how to style your figure without being loud, but in a way that you are very magnetizing, because you bring out this, I want to say, a lot of balance. Like your balance is striking. Your balance is dramatic, and I know drama and balance do not fit in the same sentence, but it fits in here. I feel like your balance is very striking because also not only because you have this beautiful attractive body, but it's also because you know how to style yourself. You know what type of clothes that fits you and that fit you. You know what type of clothes that fit you. And so you bring out your beauty in a very sensual and magnetic way. At the end of this reading, I want to say that this person thinks that you're the perfect person. I want to say that how all of this influences their intentions towards you is that they see you as their life partner, and they want to take action towards that. There's the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles in here, Pluto energy, Mother energy here. I feel like they would think that if you or this person plan to have kids together, they think that you're going to be a beautiful and a very good mother. And so they have intentions of marrying you. They have intentions of committing to you for the long term, having family, and they have intentions of treating you well, of listening to you. I'm getting like that they like having your advice, or they like discussing a lot of matters with you because they trust that you will always give a different perspective or an opinion that would change maybe the direction of any situation, and you would always bring an element of wisdom into life. And so they have intentions of long-term connection with you. So pile number 1, this was your reading. It's literally 40 minutes now, so that is so long, but I hope this pile or this reading resonated with you. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below, and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 1, and see you next time. If you have picked the green moss agate stone or palm stone, this is going to be a reading about what do they like about you, your personality and physical appearance. So let's start your reading. So pile number 2. Let's start, like, I have divided the spread into 2 sections. The first section is going to be, this one is going to be about what do they like most about your personality, or what do they like about your personality. And this section here is going to be about what do they like about your physical appearance. And so first of all, pile number 2, I feel like you would relate to being somebody who's creative or an artist. And I don't know why am I getting this idea of doing a lot of DIYs. So you might be somebody who does DIYs. I mean, you might do crochet, you might knit, you might do just maybe journal work. You might make the things that you want to have, like instead of buying them, you make them. Maybe they're expensive, or maybe they are not like up to the standards of what you need. So for an example, like I wanted to get a soft box lighting, but it wasn't available, and so I decided to make it. I did not make it yet but I think I'm going to delay that process until later. So, because I did find YouTube videos about how to make a softbox, and it was very easy and very fun to make, and I do a lot of DIY, so it's totally exciting, but I think I'm going to delay that. Anyways, this reading is about you. So again, I feel like you do a lot of DIYs, pile number 2. I feel like, or you're a creative person, even an artist. If you don't have an artistic career, you're just somebody creative in general, and you would relate with having this archetype of an artist or an archetype of a creator. You will find a way to insert creativity into anything you do. And so Stars card here shows that this person likes the fact that you are an artist. Stars card also talks about being influential. I feel like you're popular, or you tend to draw people towards you. I feel like a lot of people recognize you and see you in a crowd. You would be seen, and you are very friendly and approachable, and that is something that this person likes about you, pile number 2. Stars also talks about being otherworldly, almost. I feel like this person likes the fact that you are optimistic, but also very ambitious. I feel like you dream big, pile number 2, and this person loves the way that you, like, how you plan for your life, like it's going to be this big adventure, and it's going to be this huge thing that can be written in books. It's going to be very exciting because you have a lot of aspirations, goals, like very lofty aspirations and ambitions. I feel like you're very ambitious, and you think big. You look towards your life with optimism, towards your future. You're very you're very inspiring, and you're, again, this creativity aspect is coming again, and I feel like this person sees your creativity as almost being otherworldly. It's like you're receiving inspiration from above. Stars here talks about being inspired by the gods, being inspired by divinity, divinely inspired. So I feel like you might have this out of box ideas, and you make this person very excited. You inspire them to live, to dream, and to live big. And yeah, and with the prayers here, or the prayer here, I feel like you have your own beliefs, or you believe in something bigger. You believe in something bigger than yourself. You might be somebody who's a believer in God, or you might have your own religion, or you might have this specific belief, maybe the universe. Maybe you believe that the universe or the world, people are inherently good, and I feel like you always tend to see the best in others. And this person loves that. They love the fact that you always I feel like the first interaction you would have with anybody, pile number 2, is by assuming the best about that person and their intentions towards you, and then you will follow that by their actions. I feel like you always approach people with optimism and with good intentions, and also assuming that they have good intentions. You assume the good in others, and this person loves the fact that you approach people that way. They love the fact that you are that, like, you, it's not like you trust people easily, but generally you do not fear people. You're cautious, but not in a way that makes you, I feel like you're more approachable, and you let people approach you with the assumption that they are well and good. But despite that, I feel like with the Moon and the Five of Swords, you had a lot of times, or you have been through situations where people took advantage of that goodness of you. It's like when people saw that when they approach you, assume the best in them, they take advantage of that. Not all of them, but I feel like some of them did. But despite that, it did not kill your optimism. It did not make you bitter. It just made you more cautious, and it made you more, I want to say, have better boundaries, and it made you more willing to cut people that do not serve you. But you still trust, you still assume the best from others. So they like that about you. They like that. Despite with the Moon and the Five of Swords, I feel like a lot of people maybe took advantage of your you being approachable or friendly, and I feel like you might have overserved people in a way that I feel like a lot of people found something that they can take from you, and they did. A lot of, like, some of the people that you assumed the best from them, some of them really did it. Like, some of them really maybe made you feel very taken advantage of, made you feel alone, maybe let you down at moments when you expected them to be there for you. But that did not dim your spirit, that did not dim your friendliness. It only made you more ready to cut people that do not serve you with the Four of Swords here. It made you have healthier boundaries, and more, like, it made you know how to, it just, I feel like the way you respond to that, it's just by retreating and cutting those people away, not by responding, but not by reacting. I feel like it's just by retreating and seeking peace within yourself and healing and moving on. And that person likes that. They like the fact that this did not dim your spirit. They like the fact that you're still this amazing person that you are, this optimistic, very, like, idealistic person, almost divinely protected and guided. The prayer also talks about somebody who is humble. I feel like you are humble despite maybe being very known or very popular between or among people, but you're still very humble, like very ready to be humble, very ready to deal with all types of people. And that is something that they like about you. They like the fact that you're not maybe that you would not turn people away who maybe beneath you. I feel like you don't see people beneath you. I feel like you're very humble, and that person loves that you are that way. It's not that your person is taking advantage of that, not at all. It's just that they see that this is the type of experience that you had with others, and they love the fact that you are very high spirited and very optimistic, and you have a very beautiful heart. And yeah, again, the heart is showing with the bee here. I feel like this humbleness and you being known by others really made you be service oriented. The bee here talks about being hardworking, being disciplined, and I feel like you're always ready to extend a helping hand to others, and this person loves that about you. They love the fact that you're very you're ready to help others. You're ready to put in effort for the underdog. You're ready to serve those who need help. Like, you're very service oriented here with the bee, but you're also very creative, and I feel like you put creativity into service. I feel like this person loves the fact that you manage to make service and make very like tedious work, you make it very fun and creative by combining creativity and art and style into hard work and discipline and service. That is one of your like blessings, really. This person loves that about you. With the Page of Wands, this is an energy that is reflecting again your optimism, your enthusiasm, your adventure mindset, your enthusiasm for life, really, and the way you're ready to dream big. And I feel like you're always ready to learn new things. I feel like you're humble again to a point where you're always ready to start from zero, and it wouldn't destroy you, it wouldn't bring you down, you will always rise up again. This is very like a youthful energy to you, and this person loves that. I rolled the dice also, and I got Uranus in the 7th house in Cancer. Since I have one set of dice, I only I rolled it and I kept that in mind what I got, and then I got Pluto in 2nd house in Sagittarius for your physical appearance. So for your personality, I got Uranus in Cancer in the 7th house. Again, this also talks about your popularity. I feel like you have a group of friends, or you have a lot of friends maybe, or you're not afraid of socializing. A lot of people know you and you're very popular, but it's also Cancer energy. And so again, this service mindset, this nurturing quality to you, but with Uranus being there, it brings this exciting nature to socializing with you, because again, you bring service mindset and creativity into socializing. And so this person loves the fact that they are refreshed by your energy. I feel like commitment with you does not feel like I don't know, some people feel like commitment is a trap. So commitment with you, pile number 2, is not a trap. Commitment with you is an adventure. And Cancer there, it's a safe adventure, because you would always be there for the people that you love. You will always be there for those that you care about, but you will always put in creativity and style, and you will always think out of the box. You will always bring inspiration from divinity into your social circle and into this relationship. So this person feels refreshed by committing to you. They feel refreshed by being in a relationship with you. They feel like you will always be there for them. You will always be this protective, this Cancerian energy, really nurturing and serving and caring and loving. But with Uranus there, you will always be exciting. It won't just be maybe mothering, I don't know. It won't just be about caring and nurturing, but it also will be about, I want to say, energizing and exciting. And so I feel like that's what they like about you and about your personality. Let's now go into the second section, which is what do they like about your physical appearance. So I got here the Venom from the archetypes, I got Camel from the animal spirit, I got Ring from Lenormand, I got the Star, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, and I got Pluto in the second house in Sagittarius. And so when it comes to what they like about your physical appearance, let's start here with the Venom. I know this might be a negative card, but it really talks about intoxication. I feel like you're powerful. I feel like your beauty, it might not be conventional, but it's powerful. And I feel like there might be, I feel like this person sometimes thinks that you do not know how beautiful you are. With the Venom and the Nine of Swords here, I feel like they see that you kind of don't care, maybe, about your physical appearance much. Not in a way that you do not take care of yourself, you definitely do. But I feel like you just love the way you are, and your physical appearance for now is very, you're kind of, I want to say, accepting of your physical appearance, but you're actually unaware of how powerful your physical appearance is. And with the Venom, I feel like this person feels intoxicated, almost like it takes them off guard how much powerful they feel magnetized by you. The Venom definitely, again, it talks about maybe some toxic substance or psychic energy, or that is around you or within you, but it's not that. It's more of like, we're here about what do they like about you, and I feel like this person likes the qualities about you that you or other people might think are unconventional. I feel like we might see this as an example in dark circles. So if you have maybe dark eye circles, under eye bags or something like that, this person loves that. This person loves that about you. I feel like if you maybe have some kind of skin condition, maybe it's like there is something impure about your physical appearance to others. Maybe, as an example, you have vitiligo, which is a skin condition. You can look it up. That's just an example. It's just an example of how some of the qualities that you have might be very attractive to some people or to this specific person. Again, the example of having vitiligo, I mean, we know models who have vitiligo that are very successful and are very beautiful the way they are, and they are very magnetic and powerful. Also, some people have a lot of moles in their body, in their face, in their hands, and it's very attractive to some people. I can't like, and as an example here, we see those teeth that I just noticed that. So we see here the teeth here, we have like these long canines, and I feel like it might be that. I feel like some of you might have long, like, because some people do have that very long canines, or huge, that will look maybe different and unconventional, but your person loves that. Maybe it's even the position of your teeth, the way your teeth are like positioned. Maybe it's not like conventionally, I don't know, considered organized, but this person really is attracted towards that in a magnetizing way. I feel like this person feels magnetized by that, especially with Pluto in the second house in Sagittarius. The second house is really about teeth. It's about mouth area and teeth and speaking. And so I feel like this person, if there is anything around your mouth that feels, maybe you have vitiligo around your lips, maybe your lip color is different, there is something that is unconventional and different about your appearance, and it might be related to your teeth, maybe your mouth, maybe your face, and anywhere in your body, but specifically because it's Pluto in the second house, it might really show something very different and unconventional about that specific area. But if it's not, it's totally fine. The message is conveyed, which is something unconventional about you that you might consider as, with the Nine of Swords here may be something that you do not like, something that you regret, that you really feel like you won't look pretty or beautiful because of it, but this person feels like magnetized by it. So that is amazing, really, that this person sees you and loves you this way. The camel here, it talks about having a very enduring physique. I feel like you might be you might be having muscles. Either way, like if you were a female or a male, I feel like you have this body structure that is very strong, like muscle, like muscle structure that is very structured. That's not what I wanted to say. So I feel like your muscles are really defined and strong, and also you have a strong bonal structure, maybe a very sharp jawline. Either a male or a female, doesn't matter. What I see here is a very strong and enduring physique. And yeah, again, the camel shows that this duality between having maybe unconventional traits about your body that you might consider not attractive for this age and time, and this person loves them about you and they appreciate you the way you are. Maybe you see that those traits of your physical body and physical appearance are not very adherent to standards and not very conventional, and because of that, the Nine of Swords here can cause a lot of tension and a lot of pain for you. But this person really appreciates that about you, and they love you, and they love the way you are, and it almost feels intoxicating to them. Really, it feels unconventional, intoxicating, out of the box, very attractive. Yeah. Yeah, and with the ring here, I feel like you have, when it comes to your clothing, I feel like you have this style that you are recognized by. It's almost unforgettable when people notice you. You're almost unforgettable, like very memorable and unforgettable. And it's mainly because you have this, again, since your personality is this way, I feel like it radiates from the inside out. And so you do feel unique to others. There is something almost iconic and like really steady and consistent and iconic about your style. Maybe you have a certain jewelry style. I feel like you maybe tend to wear a lot of jewelry. Maybe you love accessorizing. I feel like you do a lot of styling to your clothes. You do not just you're not maybe bland. Maybe you're just somebody who likes to have a lot of colors, you have a specific style, and it might be related to accessorizing with the ring here, but it's really consistent and recognizable and memorable. So it makes you instantly recognizable by others. It's almost like a signature feature. It may be the haircut, the hair color. Yeah, we also have here the star, so it really confirms that the star, I have covered the body here because YouTube does not like nudity, so I'm really covering the star card here because it shows a nude figure. But yeah, so the star here confirms that there is a unique beauty. The star is unique. The star is magnetic and radiant and memorable. The King of Pentacles here and the Two of Wands shows physical confidence. It shows that, again, this style that is sturdy, confident, recognizable. I feel like even if you maybe it would resonate with some of you. If it did not, it's totally okay. If you're not maybe confident about something specific in your body that you do not like, you do not actually at all, you do not show that. It does not show. What shows is confident, and what shows, instead of anything that you don't like in your body, what shows is actual confidence and grounded sensuality with the Two of Wands here. I feel like you command a lot of respect and you command attention because of your confidence. I don't know, like, it's very interesting here. that maybe if you had any insecurities, they don't show actually. So this person loves the fact that you still radiate confidence, and and they see you here as confident. Yeah, they see you and they love the fact that you are confident and grounded and accepting of who you are and loving of who you are, maybe even commanding authority and respect. And with the Two of Wands, I feel like there is this sense of being extremely maybe structured. I feel like you have again this sense of style that is consistent. I feel like you're very intentional with your body, with your clothing, with your appearance. And the Star, they love the fact that you are intentional, and they love the fact that you are very unique. They see you as unique and extremely powerful. Pluto in second house in Sagittarius. Sagittarius here really is a trendsetter. It's different than Aquarian energy. Aquarian energy is trendsetter in a different way. The Sagittarius energy can be very idealistic and can be very how do I say, almost like bold and commanding attention and commanding authority. I feel like that's how I would describe a Sagittarius. I feel like also commanding freedom, because Sagittarius is about freedom, and I feel like you might be a freedom fighter when it comes to what is considered conventional or unconventional in the way you look. So especially with Pluto being there, I feel like you change the standards. You definitely convey the standards of beauty, and you acquire, and you really fight for freedom when it comes to style and physical appearance. So that is what this person likes about you and loves about you. So I want to say that how this all influences how all the intentions of your person towards you is by they actually are curious, and I feel like this person wants to talk, wants to communicate, and wants to I want to say give you the space to create because of your creative personality. A fly, okay. No, okay. So because of your creative personality and very kind-hearted soul, and I feel like because you're this idealistic person, this person might want to give you the space, might want to respect your boundaries. They want to respect your boundaries, they want to respect your space, and even give you space to explore the life that you want. And the Page of Wands, it is really about curiosity and communication. They feel like they want to be your journey companion. They want to be your companion here. The King of Pentacles also, they feel like they want to appreciate you. They want to show you that you are powerful just the way you are. They want to empower you almost. So yeah, these are their intentions towards you. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below, and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 2, and see you next time. Hi, pile number 3. If you have picked the Labradorite Palm Stone, this is going to be a reading about what does the person on your mind like about you, personality and physical appearance wise. So let's start your reading. So pile number 3. Here I have divided the spread into 2. So the first section is going to be about what do they like most about your personality, and this one here is going to be about what do they like most about your physical appearance. So let's start with your personality. I first rolled the dice, and I got Venus in the 7th house in Aries. Because I have just one set for now, I'm using the set for 2, the 2 spreads. And for your physical appearance, I got Venus in the 1st house in Capricorn. For your personality, I got also the Riddle, the Gazelle, the Anchor. I got the World, 5 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. So first of all, with Venus in Aries in the 7th house, I feel like you might have initiated the connection, initiated contact. Maybe you're the one who admitted your you are attracted to them. I feel like your person here, they love the fact that you're so confident. Here, Aries in the 7th house shows confidence and boldness in relationships. I feel like you're very initiative and you're not scared of expressing yourself when it comes to relationships, expressing your passion. I feel like you're not very hesitant in expressing who you are. I feel like you're very passionate and playful and unapologetically honest and real, and you're not afraid of like passion and intensity, and you take initiative, and you're very very honest with them. I think that they find that very magnetizing and attractive about your personality. The riddle here shows that I feel like you, pile number 3, went through a lot that made you, life experiences that made you become this mysterious personality with a riddle here. I feel like they cannot figure you, and they love the fact that you are somebody who always brings newness, because the riddle here shows that you're not very easy to figure out, you're intriguing, you always bring something new. And I feel like you might be somebody who is full of dualities. I feel like you're very comfortable with contradictions and with controversies and depth, and I feel like you change state a lot. I feel like you are able to mold into different personalities or into different perspectives, and I feel like they find that very attractive because you're very mysterious. Like sometimes they find you very mysterious and unreadable, like they cannot understand you, and the next moment they feel like you're open and warm. Why am I saying that? Because the gazelle here shows vulnerability, it shows sensitivity here. And so I feel like they see the contrast, and it feels almost always intriguing to them. They're always excited to meet you and to see you and to interact with you. But also here, because I see this figure like of a dark angel behind, so I feel like you might sometimes play the advocate of the devil. That is something you might resonate with. You might, because you are able to put yourself in people's shoes, I feel like sometimes you can play the role of the advocate, or the advocate for the devil. And so they see those contradictions and shades to your personalities and dimensions to your personality, and they love that about you. They love that. It feels very intriguing and magnetizing, and it puts them always like it makes them captivated, and it makes them feel like there's always something new with you. With the gazelle now, I feel like they see you, there's always sensitivity. There's always sensitivity and vulnerability to you. I feel like there is also grace and elegance. So I feel like you're very full of warmth and very full of softness and intuition and emotional awareness. I feel like the shadow side of that might be being very sensitive, but they like that about you. They love the fact that you are sensitive and emotionally intelligent and aware. It's like I feel like you're philosophical, pile number 3. I feel like you will resonate with being a philosophical person. You're very intellectually oriented. And with the gazelle, it's not only intellectually oriented, but also emotionally aware and intelligent. And so I feel like you notice things that other people miss, and your presence feels elegant. Like you feel elegant and intentional here with the gazelle. Like despite being a riddle and despite being somebody who's very changing, but also you're very intentional here with the gazelle. The anchor here talks about being, I feel like you bring stability. There's a lot of duality to you, pile number 3. This person likes that about you. The anchor here shows that this person loves the fact that you make them, I feel like you bring them to earth. I feel like you ground them. You make them feel anchored here with the anchor. And even if you have gone like with the Five of Pentacles here, it shows lack of stability. I feel like you have been through lessons of lack of stability and, like actual material lack. And I feel like despite that, you're still composed with the anchor, and there is still this. I feel like this lack taught you how to be whole from the inside. Why am I saying that? Because the world here shows that they love the fact that you are very like accomplished, and it's like you're not empty from the inside. Maybe you're still not you're still lost when it comes to financial stability. Maybe you're still working towards that, but I feel like there is a wholeness to you, and there are a lot of lessons and challenges that you have went through that made you understand that stability and security is not necessarily maybe only financial. It also comes from your spirit. If you're not secure from the inside, you cannot be that from the outside. And I feel like the gazelle here, just under that, the Five of Pentacles, the gazelle can be hyper vigilant and looking around for her security. And so I feel like it's like this person sees that you might have this maybe scarcity when it comes to having money, because you have went through a lot of scarcity and a lot of lack, financially speaking, and lack of stability. But I feel like you have achieved a lot from the inside out. Despite that, despite maybe financial stability being compromised even a little or being a bit delayed, I feel like you achieved wholeness here with the world. I feel like you achieved stability from the inside, especially that the anchor is here. And so there is stability. And it's very, you're very grounded. And I feel like what do you do actually is that you merge, or you link the spiritual to the ground, and that's how you feel whole. And that's what this person likes about you. A lot of emotional intelligence and sensitivity and awareness, but also a lot of intelligence here with the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you have a lot of richness to your mind. Again, there's this intellectual orientation with the Riddle and the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands, where I feel like you have very strong ideas, opinions, you have very strong intellect, and a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, and maybe about a specific domain that you are interested in or that you are working in. And next to that, there is the Eight of Wands, and that definitely shows that you communicate. You tend to communicate, you tend to show, and you tend to project that intellect. And so this person really loves that intellect. They love conversing with you. They love communicating with you. They love how you may project clarity and really decisiveness towards them. So they really like that about your personality. Now let's head towards what do they like about your physical appearance. And for that, I got Venus in the first house in Capricorn. I got Agape from the archetypes. I got Cobra from the animal spirit. I got Heart from the Lenormand. And I got the Magician, the Three of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. And you can like confirm or affirm that file number 3. I feel like you do yoga. I don't know, I feel like you have some physical, spiritual practice, and it might be yoga, it might be Pilates, but I feel like you have a physical practice that you do with intentionality. For an example, if you just go to the gym and it's like you do weightlifting, powerlifting, strength training, I feel, and resistance training, I feel like you do it with intentionality. You start with mobility and warm up, and then you go to the workout, and then at the end you do the cool down, and maybe before that some cardio. I feel like you're very intentional, and there is something that you are very skillful at with the Cobra here that might be flexibility here, because, or dance, because the Cobra tends to be like very flexible. We know that the Cobra fits and really moves in these circular and wavy moves and wavy ways that really is impossible for a human being to do. And I feel like you might be very flexible. even adaptable body-wise. But also the cobra, we know that the cobra dances to a musical instrument in some cultures. And so I feel like you also might be a dancer. So your body isn't really fit. Is it only fit? Not really. Isn't only fit. It's also very flexible, adaptable. I feel like you have a stretching routine. And also I feel like you might excel at a skill, and it might be yoga, it might be dance, and it might be also flexibility. So I feel like they love that about you, that you have some type of a mastery over your body that this person adores about you. By the way, I'm really sorry about the noises. My neighbors do housework, like this type of, I don't know, construction work at very weird hours. So I'm really sorry for the noises if you can hear any. Okay, so with here we have the heart. I feel like you're very, like, every time they see you, physically wise, I feel like their heart here, as you see, really, I feel like you're very hot. I want to say that you're very I feel like you really strike them, like, desire wise. Yeah, with the heart, they have this desire and passion and very strong attraction towards your body. I feel like this person feels almost overpowered by some qualities of yours. It's not a bad thing. This person might sometimes feel as if they're overpowered. Maybe this is some type of a masculine energy that you, maybe you are action oriented, because we have here the King of Swords and the Emperor. This really shows this authority to you, especially with Venus in Capricorn in the first house. Very authoritative. Capricorn is an authoritative sign because it being in the 10th house. It's also because of Venus being in the first house, it's natural attraction. I feel like your body is like very elegant, refined. Again, this skillful body is being shown up. Again, I feel like you might practice dance or fitness or anything like that is physical in your career. I feel like your career might be around your body, your physical performance maybe. And so they find you very attractive with Venus in the first house. You give off, because it's Capricorn, you give off professional, composed and strong, almost like regal, because the Emperor also being here in Capricorn, a lot of authority and regality, a lot of maturity also in your appearance. And it's very showing. I feel like not only this person, a lot of people would notice this about you, and you get a lot of eyes on you just by the way you look here with Venus in the first house. So it's almost, it's undeniable. With also, I feel like when you enter a space, there's something about your posture here. Also the Cobra, you see her standing tall, and as you see her standing tall in this posture, like very commanding posture, I feel like people notice this posture of yours, and it's intense, but it's and powerful, but also graceful due to your personality and due to Agape being here. Because yeah, and with the Magician also, I feel like there is a lot of attention that you command, or a lot of, again, skill. The Magician almost like always talks to me about having a skill. So this person loves the fact that you physically, you command attention, you command their attention. I feel like this person finds you very achieved physically wise. Also, they notice your eyes and the way you move. Yeah, and with the hearts and Agape, again, this strikes that your beauty is not just physical, it's emotional and energetic. Like this person really finds their heart filled with desire and love, and there's something that steers these emotions to inside of them in their heart space, because Agape talks about unconditional love and grace and acceptance. So I feel like this person, they don't just see your physical appearance, but they also notice they kind of get your aura and your energy out of your physical appearance, and they get this authority, this intensity, but also this grace. And so with the Ten of Pentacles here and the Three of Swords, especially the Three of Swords here, it shows this, maybe I feel like you might look cold, or you might look very commanding or sharp. Maybe your gaze, again, under the Cobra, I feel like your eyes, I feel like there's this commanding presence to you. The Three of Swords feels sharp, feels like intensity, that makes people, or this person specifically, feel exposed by just your gaze. This person loves the way you stare, the way you gaze at them. They feel these emotions of love and desire stirring up in them every time you gaze at them. The Ten of Pentacles here shows timelessness, shows something lasting, shows dependability. I feel like you radiate a lot of worth, and I feel like you are somebody who will age very well. I feel like you look perfect in whatever age you are. I feel like you age like fine wine. So yeah, that's what they like about you. They still feel like what this makes them feel, pile number 3, is I feel like you make them feel very intimidated. Sometimes they feel overpowered by your gaze, by your authority, natural authority, and by your strong intellect and decision making. So despite you maybe struggling with stability a bit, financial stability, you're whole from the inside out, and that does not even show as an insecurity to this person. This person admires you just the way you are, and they almost feel intimidated by that. It's almost like nothing shakes you. No, nothing can make you feel weak, nothing can put you down. So they do feel like they might be overpowered by you just because you're this self-sufficient. So pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below, and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me on my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 3, and see you next time.